Welcome to the Collaborative Cinch, where we break down larger topics into easy to understand bites. Hi, I'm Katie Swanson, founder of Change Collaborative. We bring a corporate level business planning and analysis function on a fractional basis to startups, high growth companies, and companies looking to exit in 3 to 5 years with actual or projected annual revenue of 2 to 20 million. These topics and strategies are designed to inform, inspire, and ignite change in your business and life. So here we go. Actually have an example that I'm going to walk you through. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go to this example so we can just kind of look at one. So hopefully you guys can follow along and make sense of all of these calculations. Okay, one thing before we kind of get into that is, I showed you the 13-page PPP forgiveness application. So what I'm in right now is a calculator that I have available to me through the AI CPA. And as you can see, right, like this is a lot of small words still, just like the application. And this is what, 7 tabs in Excel of the calculations in the PPP forgiveness application. So again, this is exactly why we're going through this webinar. Like I wanted to do this webinar for you guys because this is a complex topic and there's a lot of calculations and understanding in completing the PPP forgiveness application. All right, so back to the salaries and wages calculation. Here I have scheduled out, and really we're just looking at, let me make this bigger for you guys. Yes, everyone can see my Excel file, I hope. If you can't, please let me know. We're just gonna look at this one employee here. So their average annual salary for the most recent full quarter before the covered period. Remember I told you, go run your payroll reports by employee for the most recent full quarter before your covered period starts. So this would essentially, in this example, be the first quarter of 2020. This employee had an average annual salary. So their annual salary as of that period of time was $31,200. Then the other thing you needed to have was your payroll reports by employee during your covered period. So the wages paid to this employee during the covered period, which in this example, I have chosen a 12-week covered period. So during those 12 weeks of my covered period, this employee got paid $5,000. Which equates to an average annual salary of $21,600. So during the covered period, they essentially got paid the equivalent of an annual salary of $21,600. Now compare that to what it was in the first quarter, which was $31,200. So there was a reduction in the salaries and wages paid to this employee during the covered period of $9,600, which is, what is that, 31% decrease in wages paid. So if you experience a more than 25% decrease in the wages paid to any employee during the covered period, then your forgiveness is going to be impacted. So here, right, we're at 31%. We have an employee that was paid over 25% less during the covered period than they were prior to that. So then the next thing is we need to calculate what the impact on forgiveness is. And this Excel sheet is doing all of this for me. Again, the instructions in the PPP application should walk you all through this, but as you can see, it's very it's complex. All right, so again, before the pandemic, their annual salary was $31,200. Right, so then I mentioned this period of February 15th through April 26th, 2020. So the average annual salary that we paid them during that period was $25,000. By the end of 12/31/2020, we were paying them an average annual salary of $30,000. So we still haven't, we're still below pre-pandemic annual salary of $31,200. It dropped down to the equivalent of $21,600 during the covered period, during kind of this comparison period of February 15th through April 26th, it was 25,000. We restored it to 30,000 by the end of 12/31/2020. But what's the impact on forgiveness? So the annual salary wage reduction is this $1,800, which is the difference in, I thought I had this figured out. It's the difference, $1,800. See, this is what happens when you have Excel formulas that do all the calculations for you. This is saying, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what numbers it's taking. It's saying P minus G. Oh, so 75, okay, so it's saying of your wages, what is a 75% reduction? And that is this 23,400. So anything below that is going to have a reduction in forgiveness. And yeah, I thought I had this figured out. But this, I mean, this is why this is so complex. And this is telling me, but I'm too frazzled right now to go like see what it is it's doing. So it's saying your average, it's saying you had a reduction in your salaries of $1,800. So then what's the impact on your forgiveness? Well, so then it's essentially prorating that annual reduction of $1,800 to your covered period. So it's saying your reduction in forgiveness is $415. So it's taking $1,800 divided by 52 times my 12 weeks that I chose for my covered period. And that's where this $415 for reduction in forgiveness. So of this, you know, scheduling out all of this payroll, the end result is a reduction in my loan forgiveness of $415, which then that will carry to another schedule. So I wanted to show you kind of an example of like what you have to consider and what you're going to walk through, and how things impact your forgiveness. So thank you for watching the Collaborative Cinch. If you want this content directly to your inbox, please sign up for our newsletter by going to our website, www.changecollaborative.co, and registering. If you need help with this topic or any other topic we have covered, please complete the Contact Us form on our website for a free one-time 15-minute consultation. We look forward to seeing you next time for another Collaborative Cinch.